Hi, this tutorial will teach you how to use Flux actions to create an animated menu. First, open the Hotel Escape project from the previous screencast. It's also available as a Flux template. We need to install the jQuery package using the Flux packages system. Once jQuery is installed, we need to import the script into our page. Now we will add a button to the page. Select the parent element for the button and drag the button image from the Finder to the page. A window will pop up to allow to choose where to save the image. We will save it in the Images folder. We need to move the image to an appropriate position, so simply drag it, choosing Absolute Positioning when prompted. We can tweak the position of the button by using the cursor keys to get it exactly where we want it. Now, let's add a new div that will become the menu by choosing Quick Div from the Containers menu. We will give it a fill color so it's easier to see and work with. It's very important to change its position from top to bottom, as the menu will grow from the bottom up. We can then drag the menu to a location above the button. Make sure the bottom attribute is set to 0 to make it flush with its parent. We will then give the div an ID of menu. First, we will create a new external style by choosing Create Style With from the Edit menu, making sure the menu div is selected. We will call the style Menu, which matches the ID we gave the div earlier. This should be an ID style. We can now make changes to this new style, such as the corner radius properties, and change the fill color. We can see the changes take effect immediately. We are also going to apply some padding to the menu. We can do this by simply dragging the inner handles to the correct size. You'll be prompted where to save this property. You can choose to make it inline or a selected external style. We might use this style more than once, so we'll choose the menu external style. When we apply padding, we are changing the effective size of the box, so we need to move the menu to correct for this. We will also alter the opacity in the menu style. This can give a very nice cosmetic effect when used on top of images. We will now add entries to the menu, so make sure the menu div is selected and choose a paragraph entry from the text menu. Hold Shift to enter sample text into the paragraph. We are now going to add a new style for the menu entries. We will call this style #menu_p, as this will apply to p styles in the menu div. We can now make changes to this style in the inspector. We will alter the colour and font size of the entries. We will also apply a text transform to make the text uppercase. We can also change the letter spacing for a nice cosmetic effect. We now need to alter the text in our menu. To enter text mode in Flux, simply double-click on the text. Select the text you want to change and type in the new text. The menu isn't quite wide enough, so let's change that by simply dragging the left square handle. We need to set up links for the menu entries. In this tutorial, we'll just do one. Enter text mode by double-clicking. Select the text to make into a link and choose Quick Link from the contextual menu. We don't have another page to link to, so we just type in a test link. When the link is created, it goes blue and becomes underlined, as this is what a standard unstyled link looks like. We can override this by creating a new style called #menu_pa. We can now adjust this new style to correct the colour and remove the underline. Clicking on the link in preview mode will now take you to the linked page. We now need to prepare the menu for animation. In the #menu style, set the overflow to hidden. This means we won't be able to see the entries when the menu is collapsed. Now drag the menu using the top handle to its collapsed position. We are also going to change the opacity to 0, so it's invisible. The menu is now completely hidden. We are now going to attach a JavaScript action to the menu button using the Actions palette. Choose Simple Animation from the jQuery set of actions, and choose Menu from the ID pop-up menu. Enable both the height and opacity properties. Set the event to on mouse down. Press the Attach to Selected Element button. It's very important the button is the selected element at this point. We can now try out the button in preview mode. We can see the menu is too big, so we will adjust the action and apply it again, overwriting the one we just did. Our animation is working well, but we should alter the cursor of the button for a better user experience. We will do this directly on the element, but you could use an external style if you prefer. We will add a close button to our menu, so first, copy in the image to add as a close button. Expand the menu using the top handle to make it easier to work with. Select the menu div and choose Quick Div from the Containers menu. Move and resize it to become your close box. We can now set the background image to our close button image. We won't see the image as the opacity is still set to 0. We also need to change the background repeat to no repeat. You may need to adjust the position too. We now need to attach an action to the close button, so make sure it is selected and open the Actions palette. Again, the ID should be set to Menu, but this time we want to animate the height to 0 and the opacity also to 0. The event should be mouse down. Press the Attach to Selected Element button. Now we have finished editing the menu. Drag the handle to make it the collapsed size again. In preview mode, we can try out our finished menu. Thanks for watching. You can learn more about Flux at www.theescapers.com.